Hi everyone, and welcome to the iSpring webinar series, where we talk about e-learning trends, share iSpring tips and tricks, and cover clients' cases. Today, we are super excited to talk about the importance of employee training in construction industry, and we will share with you the formula to success. My name is Alice, and my colleague Lilia and I will be presenting for you today. Hi Lilia, how are you?
Hi, Alice. I'm great. I'm doing great. Hope you're too. I am also super excited to be here today to see everybody join, and I am really glad that we're going to talk about this important topic today. Um, Everyone, how are you? Um, if you write in chat where you're from, how you feel today, and what is your role in the company, that will be just great. Let's get acquainted. Let's learn about each other a little bit more. Please be active. Don't be shy.
Yeah, there is a chat box on the right
Hi.
side of your webinar panel.
Hi, Brooke. Brisbane, training coordinator. Feeling good. That's great. That's great. Hope everybody's feeling good. Hi, Danny. Perfect. Educator. That's interesting. All right. While everybody is typing, I hope you are typing, guys. Yep. We have more messages coming here. Perfect. We write easy to read training materials with lots of pictures. Wow. Easy to read is very important, and lots of pictures make it more engaging. That's for sure. Perfect. Perfect. All right. Well, everybody, please keep writing. I think we all will be happy to meet each other. Um, while you're doing it, let me go on and introduce what we as a company do here at iSpring. Well, we maybe some of you already know iSpring, maybe some of you are already using iSpring, but still, well, we have been here focusing on e-learning for more than 20 years. And yeah, I promise we know a lot about e-learning, about how it can help different companies to grow, and what we can do specifically for you is we can help you make your training more cost effective, which is, well, I guess very important for any company. We can help you to make your job sites a safer place. And we can also help you to have your employees do their job as soon as possible so that they will be, well, will come to full productivity in no time. And all of this can be done with the help of our integrated training solution. And today we are going to show you how exactly it can be done. Alice, will you share the agenda in more detail, please?
Yeah, thank you, Lilia. So hopefully this webinar will be helpful and useful for everyone because today we are going to take a deep look at real customer case. Then we will identify common pain points and we will highlight the benefits of using easy to use solutions. But before we start, here's a quick question for you guys. Um, Please share with us what challenges do you face during onboarding? Do you have any difficulties or problems maybe when you provide onboarding to your employees? Just a couple of words on our chat. Okay.
It usually takes some time for the messages to arrive. So we are here hoping that you're typing. Aligning with
Okay.
organizational values.
Right.
Little to no computer skills. Yep, that's a challenge. That's a challenge. So Brooke, you are already using e-learning, right? Digital literacy, Danny also says.
Yeah, knowing the computer programs that we use, we have to train new people.
Mm-hmm. Good, good. Yeah, Brooke says they use online training, and the issue, the question the challenge they face is little to no computer skills. Perfect.
Okay, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for sharing, for being so active. Well, basically, yeah, you're so right. And basically, the main difficulties were pains that construction companies and other companies usually deal with is that is low compliance, high training costs, and lengthy time to full productivity, right?
But that's, I guess, something we face, they face when they're still using face-to-face training. Here, I see that we have quite a lot of people who already are familiar with e-learning, with online training, and that's just great. That's just great. Okay. Well, here, as Alice mentioned earlier, in our agenda today, we are going to cover one of our clients' real case. And so one of our customers, and we had a great pleasure to talk to him before our webinar. He shared with us what challenges they used to face before they embraced e-learning. So Castle is a construction service provider. They develop and manage mainline pipelines, pipeline integrity, facility construction, directional drilling, and like a lot of other energy related projects in North America. And they used to face the same challenges that Alice just covered. And Jesse, who is a corporate safety and training manager at Castle, well, he had corporate training and corporate safety as their primary as his primary duties. And actually, well, that's like these challenges were really something that well practically kept him awake during the night because well that's something that he had to directly deal with. And so let's look at these challenges and let's see if you may relate and if you may find something useful in this case. Well, the first challenge we are going to talk about is slow onboarding. When like it is no surprise that face to face can be slow. And for example, in Castle's case, when they would be awarded a project, they'd designate a superintendent, and then this superintendent would hire their own like managers, and the managers would hire their own workforce. So this like decentralized team, this decentralized process made it necessary to provide the onboarding training kind of differently to each and every person, depending on their position, depending on their role, and depending on well, what exactly they do on the job site. So this, in the end, could necessitate a large group of people, like around 20 of them or even more, to come in one line for training. So trainings could actually take a few days and even like up to a week. And as the contract is already signed, well, you pay to your employees, but the job is not being done. And that's why Jesse shared with us that they actually used to waste around 25,000 USD per day. That's like including the employees' payments, the salary, and including the costs of the equipment and so on and so forth. So they practically had to put away the project for a week or so, just to provide the training. And also, like, there could be some task specific trainings which not everybody has to take, but still the whole crew actually had to wait for these like few people to take their trainings, or maybe for their managers to take their specific trainings before they could even like set foot on the job site and start doing their job. So standing down the whole crew, of course, also resulted in high costs and in postponing the project. But after they embraced e-learning, now they let their learners complete the training like before day one. So practically, everybody is notified in advance, at least like 48 hours in advance, um, so that they have time to complete training necessary for their position at their own pace, and they don't have to be in a rush or something. And when they come to the job site, when they set foot on the construction site, you are like sure that everybody is fully compliant. And as long as the training is completed prior to the employee's hire date, the employee is actually also for this, the employee is actually also paid a set amount of money. But still, it saves like thousands of dollars to Castle, as like after they moved to e-learning. So yeah, the first benefit they got with e-learning was faster onboarding. So iSpring software actually gave Castle the main thing they needed. They enabled them to send the training to their employees and have them complete it before they even come to sign a contract.
Okay. And as for the next challenge that Castle was trying to deal with to overcome was lacking the retention that was basically caused by using poor content training materials, which have to be supercharged and enhanced. Well, it's pointless to expect that employees will actually read and become familiar with 75 pages safety plan that was used at Castle before. They just absorb the bare minimum of information so they can affirm that compliance has been met. And this was a real problem. So, to prepare online training materials, Jesse just basically broke down existing onboarding content into PowerPoint trainings and convert them into MP4 videos. Workers go from company to company and watch basically the same content, but with iSpring, Castle made their videos stand out. And they currently have 16 training modules and videos that the learners can't skip. In iSpring Suite authoring tool, it's possible to hide control buttons to make learners study the material in its entirety. And that way you can be sure that they didn't miss anything. So the benefit is improved knowledge retention. So creating online courses, quizzes, and videos don't much don't take much effort now at Castle, but leads to greater learning retention. It's not about more training, but better training. And at Castle, they managed to create training that facilitates knowledge retention and which is realistic and relevant to their onboard experience and day-to-day roles.
Great. And the next challenge I'm going to cover is lots of manual work. Well, we all know. I think we will all agree that face-to-face training is really associated with lots of manual work. Like instructors have to go through the same thing over and over again with all the new hires, with all the new employees, and well, this could be the same way done with a simple video or a simple online course. um, and like what they also have to do is to check those paperwork quizzes to assess then the employee's knowledge. And while this would also take a lot of time, absolutely. And besides, like when all the data is stored somewhere in those, again, 75-page documents, it's just hard to go through them over again and again to make sure that like this person has already completed this training within this year and this person has not, so they have to retake the training. And well, then you have to gather everybody in one place and deliver this training. Well, doesn't sound like a really good way to spend your valuable time, I guess. But now with an LMS, Castle, they managed to build a single training hub. This way, all the trainings, all the training data, everything is stored in one place. And like everybody can, the instructors or L&D managers, they can just look at the LMS, find the reports. They can easily check whose certificate is about to expire, and they can easily reassign the course. Besides, like they actually do not even have to do that manually, because the course can be automatically reassigned as soon as the certificate is about to expire. So I guess this will free up like a lot of time of each and every L&D if you just let the platform, let the LMS do the job for you. And besides, like the quizzes, online assessments are also much more easier. So Jesse also shared with us that he is using iSpring's quiz maker function a lot to create those small quizzes in the end of each and every course. And if the quiz is not passed, the employees will have to go through the material once again and then pass the quiz again. So this way you can be absolutely sure that the information is absorbed and that everything is automated, that you don't have to spend waste actually your time on these monotonous tasks, and instead you can do something more interesting and more complicated. You can develop the talent pool. You can deliver training to some full-time staff, and help them grow faster and help them bring more profit to the company. That's that's the benefit. The automated training will make your life much easier.
Thank you, Lilia. So let's cover the next challenge. The next challenge was about the fact that basically trainings didn't meet requirements. Well, there are minimum training requirements that everyone has to meet if they're going to perform any kind of work. And with the face-to-face trainings, which sometimes took up to 2 days to cover everything, there was still no way to assess the knowledge of employees as well as the track the training progress. It was difficult to say how well the employees retained the information, what courses they already took, and what's more, at Castle they do a lot of excavation work, which is one of the biggest training that they have, and they train some people on excavation. Those people are called excavation competent, meaning that they are knowledgeable about excavation safety. But what sometimes happen, as Jesse told us, that if you train someone and you're thinking that they didn't fully retain the information, or they know what to do but they are not wanting to, it's more of a disciplinary accountability issue. And before iSpring at Castle, they might just shut everything down and retrain, bringing those people to a face-to-face training and stopping the whole site. Now, they can just reassign the training to a specific person remotely. And with iSpring Learn, LMS, they at Castle run annual retraining in accordance with government requirements and industry best practices. And if there is an employee in which the disciplinary policy had to be used on for not following safety policies, they now have the ability to reassign training to the employee and have them take it on a personal device, which is a great resource as well. So now Castle ensures that their employees are well trained and 100% compliant because they keep track of training processes from A to Z and make sure that everything goes as it should. And if needed, the employee is able to get retrained on a particular policy or policies, and they are not stopping the entire crew or tying up a safety manager for a training.
That's a good benefit. Well, compliance is always important. And the last thing, the last but not the least, well, actually, today on chat, Danny shared with us that one of the challenges they were facing during onboarding was aligning with organizational values. And that's something I'm going to talk about right now. So Jesse also shared with us that another point was bringing the project-based employees into your own corporate culture. So, it is especially difficult with project-based employees because while they move from one job site to another and they just don't spend from one project to another, and they just don't get involved. So this results when they don't get involved, like this results in higher hiring costs. So what they did was improve their training. They made their trainings stand out, and this way they kind of involved the employees into their corporate culture. So employees remembered that this is they actually just remember the feeling of being cared, remember this feeling of being in a safe place, in a safe environment, and they just come back. So even though they are still project-based employees, but now they are more willing to come back to Castle as soon as Castle has some new projects. And one more thing I want to mention here, this was also mentioned on chat, little to no computer skills and digital literacy. So, when you have this online training, this can be an issue as well, because, well, especially like when we were talking with Jesse, he mentioned that, well, construction industry, we all know is let's say an old school in the industry, and very, how to say that? Well, like the employees usually are not really willing to change something. But here, Jesse says that he gets a lot of feedback from the employees saying that now it's much easier for them to take this training at their own pace and use their mobile devices. So nobody has to sit in front of a computer or sit in this classroom listening to those boring lectures. You can just do the training well, wherever you are, whenever you want. So it can be even done like on the go when you're traveling somewhere. So improved employee satisfaction brings you a stronger employer brand, HR brand, which in the end results in reducing the hiring costs for sure.
Yeah, thank you, Lilia. I think, yeah, we covered all the challenges and see all the benefit that um, you might take with using e-learning, especially iSpring tools. Um, so that was the real case of Castle. And well, does it look impressive, guys? Which one of these are which of these are you most desperate of? Which one looks more appealing in your case? Just let us know on our chat. And just imagine, where do you think your business can be in a year if you reach all of this, if you improve everything?
All right. While you're imagining, we're getting to the next. Wow, Brooke says faster
Okay.
onboarding. Yep. How long does it take now to onboard your employees, Brooke? Improved employee satisfaction and 100% compliance, says James. Perfect. James, do you use e-learning at this point? How do you now ensure that your employees are compliant? Mm. Some are here for 2 days to complete all mandatory training prior to starting on a project site. Yeah, in that case, well, you can try it maybe the same way as Castle did. So assign the courses beforehand, give them again like 2 days to complete them, but they don't have to be there to complete these trainings. And if everything is completed in time, everything is completed prior to their arrival to a project site, they can get a bonus. Yeah, people can trade anywhere, anytime. That's definitely something something that is very useful with online learning. You don't have to be in that classroom. I actually can be even on the plane, but still taking courses because the mobile application works perfectly works offline. So as soon as I land and as soon as I have internet, my manager will get all the data that I have completed the course, or maybe I failed, but still, like all the data will be in the LMS. Yep, that's definitely something is something online learning is for. Well, um, thank you. Thanks a lot for sharing your experience. It's all very interesting for us. Absolutely. Let's now get going. And the next part is when we are going to quickly show you how each of these can be um, Uh, I'm very sorry. I see the question on chat. James is asking whether people can complete quizzes while they're offline. Well, it is possible with the application of iSpring Learn. So I don't know, James, what you basically use as your LMS, but with iSpring Learn, it is possible. It is possible. Yeah, so again, we're going to show you how you can achieve all of this using our LMS. Let's see. And right now, we are going to share the URL and share like the login details of how you can log into our platform. As soon as you log in, you're going to see a course which is already assigned to you, and I would really love, guys, if you can take it right away. It's not a long one. It's about fire safety, and that is something we actually, I think, like all have to do when we get to a new company, and we have to redo it every year, even staying at the same company. So this is something that is definitely in the onboarding. Well, let me do that with you. I'm going to share my screen. Um, Here we go. Can you guys see my screen with the iSpring Learn? Alice, is it okay?
Yes, everything is
Okay,
okay.
perfect.
Mhm.
So this is something that you are going to see as well. I am now in my user portal. So this is what iSpring Learn looks for users. And here is this fire safety course I was talking about. Well, you only have one course. I have a lot here, and you see I'm not a very diligent student. Haven't completed them all. Well, let's open the fire safety course. Okay, now it says I have to do it from my admin perspective. Nope, I don't want to. Let me do it like this. I want to continue training. Here it is. Okay, yes. Well, I hope your guys taking it from the very beginning. I am here on the third slide already, and let's just move through these slides. And you can see how beautiful a course can be with iSpring Suite. And um, I promise you, it's not very difficult to create this kind of course because like you in iSpring Suite have all the necessary assets. So here comes more interactive slides about different extinguishers. And here comes a quiz. Let's see what, oops, the safety rules violations. Okay, oh, I know this one. And okay, view results. Wow, I have not passed. I hope you guys were more diligent and you managed to pass. So, uh, look here. This was a very short fire safety course, and it can be a little bit longer if that's according to your regulations. And just like how much did it take you to go through this course? Well, just actually like 5 minutes, 10 minutes to study all this. But how much time would you spend on face-to-face training? How much time would you spend on gathering everybody in one classroom, on the instructor delivering this lecture about fire safety, about extinguishers, and so on and so forth? So, online training definitely cuts down the total amount of face-to-face mentoring and of cuts down the time spent on each and every training. So, and of course, money. Yeah, because time is money. We all know that. So, faster onboarding. As we mentioned, this is how you can do that.
Yeah, but fast is not the only thing that matters.
Absolutely.
It's important that the content is high quality as well. Let's admit it that the course is more engaging than tons of paper to read and sign, right? And what it leads to, as we already said, it leads to an improved knowledge retention. So, how do you think you can make your content more interactive? Can you please let us know on chat? Well, everybody can share their thoughts, and you're welcome to take a moment to see what your colleagues are suggesting. Maybe you will find something useful for your project.
I think James will be able to share a lot about how you can make content interactive because James is focusing, I guess, on creating interactive content with lots of pictures and everything and quizzes.
Less text, more pictures, videos. Yeah, you're right, Brooke.
Absolutely. Here we also have a video. All right, all right. Um, okay, let's move on. And the next benefit that we covered earlier was automated training. Let's look at this. Okay, I'm going to go back to my administrator portal so that I can show you something from admin's perspective. So let's see. Let me go to learning content, find this fire safety course. Get started. Find this fire safety course. Oops, I guess Alice did not share access to this course with me. Alice, in that case, will you cover this part? Let me just stop sharing, and you'll start doing that.
Yeah, let me share that one. Just 1 second.
Yeah, that's a good point, James. The picture must match the text. You should be able to read the pictures to get the concept. Exactly. Like you can actually use a lot of signs which are very clear to everybody instead of text, and this will make a lot of sense.
So can you see my screen?
Yep.
Yeah, let's find that fire safety course that we just shared with you. So we can find it in learning content. Here it is, fire safety course. Okay, so, well, actually, it didn't take me more than, let's say, 2 minutes to enroll all of you guys to this course. Well, actually, I did it during this webinar. Well, with automated training, uh, there is no manual work at all. No headache about missing out any employees. Your hands are no longer tied with the monotonous task of adding each and every employee, inviting them to face-to-face trainings. Everything is done very easily. So what you need to do is just to go to enrollments and enroll your employees from the list. If you go to advanced search, for example, you can enroll a specific department or sub-department, right? And set up start date and due date completion, for completing this course.
That's it. That's all you have to do. And you actually also can even integrate your learning management system with your HR system. This way, HR system will kind of like pass the information to the LMS about all the new employees, and you can set it up so that each and every new employee, let's say, depending on their job, or depending on their department, or depending on their sub-department, are assigned a specific course. So this way, like, you don't even have to assign courses to people. The system will do that for you.
Yeah, but you still need to track the training progress of your
Absolutely.
employees. So how currently do you make sure that everybody acquired knowledge? Um, you can also share that on chat, but at the same time, I will just showing you, demonstrating you how you can do that in iSpring Learn. So in iSpring Learn LMS, you can run different kind of analytics and reports. You can get the general information about all your users, or just specific information about a particular user. So we have a wide range of reports, and you can make sure that everybody has completed their courses in time, and everybody has reached the passing score, and you're sure that everybody is compliant. So let's check learner progress. Let's say. So this is the list of our, let's imagine, of our employees that we have, right? Actually, let's look, let's see how you has cheated when you were taking the course that we just shared with you. And we can see that nobody actually completed it. Okay, but anyway, if you would like to get more detailed information, we can just click on a user and go to learner results. And now we can see the more details about the completion. We can see even how much time our employees spent on completing this course.
So practically, if you have some trainings which like have to take at least 1 hour, this can be a good way to ensure that. And like in iSpring Suite, you first set the timings, and then here in the reports, you can, if you have the like regulatory organs come and check, you will be able to easily provide these reports to them, so that they also make sure that everybody has completed the specific amount of training that they have to.
Yeah, actually, the system will do your job, and you can even report to. It can even report to you if some of your employees failed to complete the course in time, and you can remind your employees and push them to finish the course as soon as possible.
Exactly. All right, and let's go on to our last and but not the least benefit: improved employee satisfaction. Here again, like a lot of people mentioned, no computer skills, and I already have mentioned that we have this mobile application, but now, like again, I would like to show you how easy it is. So actually, I have my application right here. And I would like also to mention that it has 4.7 rating on App Store and Google Play. So that's pretty incredible for this kind of application. And yeah, as I mentioned earlier, like you can even take courses offline if you're using this application. So it is very easy. I mean, like you only have my courses, and that's the first thing you see when you when you open the application. Well, everybody now knows how to use a phone. Everybody has like tons of applications, and I guess that using a mobile application will be much easier for the employees, even for those who have little or no computer skills, even for those whose digital literacy is not so high. And like there is actually no way to go like except for this my courses, and the system will even like help actually like putting the courses in a row, that way, which they have to be completed. So for example, if the fire safety course is due tomorrow, I will see that the first. And if I have some overdue courses, I will also see them on the top of the list so that I remember to take them. So this can also help improve employee satisfaction, and help those employees who really are not very familiar with computers. And actually, yeah, you can even like download this application on your own right now. Like you have the URL, and you have your username, you have the password. So you can also download it, open, and again, like see one course assigned to you and take it on your mobile device. So hands on.
Yeah, guys, thank you, Lydia. And guys, you're welcome to download the application and test it out, play around with it. You're added to the platform as users, so you can see how everything works and how everything is easy from your employee's perspective. Actually, well, I think that we covered everything, right, Lydia?
Absolutely.
So
And
we,
the best part is coming.
yeah. Um, Well, the best part is about the gift that we are happy to offer you. So let me just find the right screen. Yeah. Well, guys, no need to say that employee training is a significant part of every business, and Since your people are your most important resource, it's vital to contribute to staff development. And here's our special offer for all attendees. We're happy to offer you free training program checkup. So we will be glad to help you identify potential areas of growth in training and make your employees happy. So we will share with you a short survey that we will ask you to take, and then we will be happy to set up a meeting with you and provide you with further advice on um, revamping your training program. So you will be you will get an email from us with the recording of this webinar and also with the survey. So please, we would encourage you to take that survey so that we can um, then give you some recommendations on how to improve your training program.
Yep. Even those who are already using online training, you are very, very welcome. And who are still those who are still using face-to-face training, you're um, very much welcome. Well, uh, guys, thanks a lot for being with us today. It was a great pleasure. Thanks a lot for being active on chat. We actually also got some ideas with Alice, like about e-learning, about courses, about how to make them more interactive. And yeah, that's all very important. You can also, if you are interested to learn a little bit more about the client's case or about our tools, anything, you're welcome to just scan these QR codes and go to the case or to iSpring's page. Well, I guess that's going to be it for today. We were, Alice, do you have something to add?
Now, I also would like to thank you guys for being so active and actually coming to this webinar. Hopefully, you spend this, thank you for spending this hopefully valuable hour with us. And yeah, after the webinar, you will get also a survey that will pop up. And I would really encourage you to take that survey as well. There are just 4 questions maybe or free, and share your feedback about this webinar. That will really help us to provide you with more relevant stuff in future.
Yep. And if you have any questions left, also please please, you're very welcome to share them on that survey, or just text us. Just text us. That's sales@ispring.com. We'll be very happy to assist. If
Yeah.
no questions at this point, I guess we will be saying goodbyes.
Thank you guys, and have a great rest of your day. See you
Thank
next
you.
time.
Thank you. Yeah. Goodbye, everyone.
Bye bye.